Hello everyone, and thank you for listening or watching 2Gs in a Pod. If you are listening on Apple or Spotify or wherever you get podcasts, please do us a huge favour and give us 5 stars. It really does help out.
And if you're watching on YouTube, please remember to like the video and subscribe. Smash the like button.
Smash it! Smash! Don't, if you're thinking about doing it dainty, fucking beat, smash it!
and we hope you enjoy the episode.
How are you for getting up in the morning?
I'm usually all right, you know.
Are you?
I hate
because
I
text you saying I'm on my way at 12:30, and you were like,
"Shit,
I better get my life together."
Well, because I was expecting you at 1:30, so you were my first appointment of the day.
Appointment.
Yeah, you were my first thing to do. But if I had my first thing, I'm not one of these alarm 15 minutes, and then another alarm for 50 minutes. Once I'm up.
That's
go.
Good.
Yeah,
I've got to have an alarm.
I hate
every
the
5
stall.
minutes.
The stall kills me.
I can't get up.
It's like same with naps. I don't get I can't nap.
You can't nap.
I
love a nap.
Naps make me a billion times more tired.
Yeah, sometimes
it's
that will
way
happen.
Worse.
It's a gamble.
But it shouldn't be with a nap. If a nap worked, it should just be I'll sleep for and also how long do you nap for? People nap for 20 minutes.
Oh yeah, that's insane.
Yeah, that is
if
insane.
I'm having a nap, I'm out for
hour.
A while. Yeah,
an hour, 2 hours.
Yeah.
But then how are you sleeping that night? I'm always worried I'm not going to get
I
back to sleep.
stay up late and then wake up late and my whole week's
and then just
ruined.
you're in a routine of fucking cake.
Yeah,
I guess so. That's not the way to go, though, is it? That's not the way to go.
No, I guess not. I had Harrison with me last night because I was
in the bed.
Yep,
Adorable.
I was in the spare room.
Wow, in trouble.
Yeah, we fell out.
In the doghouse.
No,
literally.
Literally
in the doghouse. What are you doing in here, Dad?
Laura has COVID. She wasn't going to get tested.
And you see, that's funny. You went separate beds.
So it was Monday. She started to feel quite shit, and I was like, "What's your symptoms and all this?" And she told me, and I was like, "She done a lateral flow." I went, "But sometimes if you do a lateral flow, it shows up negative." I was like, "You should go for a PCR," and she went for one. And we always joke when we do a lateral flow, we'll come through and go, "Uh-oh," and we're like, "I know it's negative."
Yeah,
it's because it's been 2 years of that joke.
This is I already love this setup so much.
2 years of that joke. So then she comes through with her phone and goes, "Uh-oh," and I was like, "Yeah, all right." And she went, "No, seriously,
seriously, uh-oh."
She went, "I've got COVID," and I was like, "Shit."
But you're sleeping in separate beds.
Yeah.
When I got it, me and Ailey had the conversation.
Yeah.
And I remember Ailey, she thought about it, she went, "Fuck it." And it was 30 seconds.
For the listeners, Gareth whispered there, "Shall we sleep in separate beds?" It was so quiet.
This will pick it up, baby.
You think so? Oh. I was listening to one early on the way here, actually, and there was a point where one of us whispered, and I went, not a scoop.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
It is interesting.
How often do you listen to these back, by the way?
Everyone.
Yeah, me too. And I watch them as well.
I
love us.
Oh, right. I don't do it. I do it because,
I'm just proud.
You learn a bit. Oh, well, that's nice.
I'm so proud of it. I watch it and go, I don't watch it going,
good. I'd watch it going, right, what can we do better here?
See, that's, can that be my answer? That's a better answer. I want that as my answer.
Instead of just going
I'm not wanking, but I am enjoying us.
Yeah. ASMR.
Yeah.
Is it the same thing? Same vibe?
You know, I was listening to the Always Sunny in Philadelphia podcast.
Yeah.
And Glenn Howerton was eating something. And he started going, "Let's do some ASMR for the freaks." And I was like, "Oh God.
Oh no, that's me.
I'm a freak."
So separate bed, mainly because I've got my Glasgow show in a week.
Is this going to be out in time?
It'll be out on Monday. Yeah. Oh. No, it won't. It'll be about the week after. Oh well. So my Glasgow show was great.
You should have plugged it on here before.
Fuck it. The people who listen will know that I was having a show.
You'd hope.
There's only going to be a small catchment that don't already know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I was like, I think we'll. So she's been isolating in the spare room. She's got the ensuite and stuff, and I've just been kicking about doing everything. So I went for a PCR just to be safe. I have no symptoms. I feel fine.
Yeah.
We did share a spoon for some ice cream.
We did share a spoon
the night before.
Oh, I went to a cuddle.
No.
Just okay. We'll have one more because you've got COVID, so let's just have one last.
Come on, let's enjoy it.
One last spoon.
But like, yeah, we shared a spoon
Ben
with
and
some
Jerry's,
Ben and Jerry's.
some Bridget Jones Diary stuff.
Yeah, we were
Yeah.
like, let's not dirty 2 spoons.
Yeah.
Even though she went for a
Of course.
PCR that day,
Of course.
we didn't think about it.
No, fuck
And then
it,
next
of
day
course.
she was like, we shared a spoon. I was like,
I'd say that.
I went, we also kissed.
Yeah, I know. This is like, I know. This is the insane level of where we are living now, isn't it? We that is the normal reaction. Laura going,
Yeah.
oh my fucking life, we shared a spoon yesterday. What the fuck
Yeah.
are we doing? It's fine.
So, I mean, if you do a PCR, you should isolate until you get the result. I haven't done that. I'm living poorly, so I might get a text during this saying you have COVID.
We're just big news. We're just a big news gang on this podcast, aren't we? It would be really nice if.
Well, that's why I was thinking, because last time, the one I was listening to, the most recent one
Yeah.
that went out for you listeners,
Yeah.
was Gareth waiting to see if he got a house.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, he did.
I did. I didn't actually think I brought up either on the next
No,
episode.
I
so-
thought that as well.
But I
So-
did, yeah, we fucking got
Yeah,
it, which is mad,
congratulations.
by the way. It's mad. It is
Yeah.
actually mad. And just, you think you know a person. Like, I was pretty sure I knew who Ailey was. And just, she's turned into just insane Housezilla.
That's
like,
great.
she is. She is.
By which I mean she's a doctor and solves everyone's things really stringently. It's Lyme disease, it always is. Shave them. There's the target. You know that if a tick bites you and you twist it off, if you get the little, it's like
it
a
stays
dot
in.
and then a
You're
circle.
fucked. You're fucked if it stays in, isn't
No, you're fine.
it? Okay.
But like, yeah, you've got to twist off. But if it's got a little dot and then a circle around it like a target,
yeah.
then that's Lyme disease and you need to go get antibiotics.
Yeah, see,
A little PSA for everyone.
I thought it was just, there was a 50-50 chance with any tick bite that it could lead to Lyme disease.
I don't know what
Have
the
you ever had a
percentage is.
tick?
I have, actually.
Yeah.
Very,
never had a tick. Touch
like
wood.
in the last year. Well, it's hard to get them down here. It's West Coast, right?
Yeah.
So for ages we were talking, like we went up and stayed with Laura's pals in Oban, and they all get ticks all the time.
Yeah.
Because they're dirty.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, never had one. And I remember a kid in school got one, and he was the smelly kid in primary
Yeah,
school.
of course, yeah. Gross.
And he got one, and we
kid.
were like, smelly kid got the tick. So I thought it was that.
Got the tick.
Smelly kid got the tick, and he has a baby dick. So,
Kids
like,
are
I was like, oh, it's the smelly kids that get it.
Yeah.
It's dirty. And they were like, no, you just get all
Getting
you
like
get it.
fucking long grass.
Yeah, exactly. So then I woke up and there was like, I saw it. It was tiny, like, it was on, and it must have come from Harris to me, I think.
Yeah.
Because he was up with us and there was
That
no
would make
dog
sense.
bed.
That would make sense.
And they were all like, "Way, you got a tick! You're the smelly kid." Because I told them all about that.
Yeah.
And I was like,
You're smelling good.
"Yeah." And I was like,
That makes your dick.
I don't like this at all."
Yeah, my mate Ben went on like the North Coast 500.
Yeah.
And they obviously went walking in a lot of fucking fields and shit and like just exploring. And then the day he got back, he came to get me for, surprise, surprise, a joint.
Yeah.
And then we were hanging out in that room there. And he was like, oh, so I feel a bit bad on my leg. And he rolled his jeans up and there was just like, I think like maybe like 2 or 3
Yeah.
ticks in his leg. And then he did this. And honestly, this is my best mate, Ben. I'll never forgive him for this. He just started to like take it out of his leg himself. And then I was like, you sure you want to be doing this? He was like, yeah, no, I've had ticks before. You go to, I do this, and I go to the doctor. He gives me antibiotics. It's fine. So I was like, right, okay, fine. So he took the tick out, and then it was just like, I was like, and he went, right, all good. And I went, well, where are the ticks? And he went, oh, I don't know, actually. I was like, what do you mean you don't know?
Yeah, yeah.
Just in that next room there, in the living room. I went, what do you mean you don't know? Oh, I don't know what I did with them. That's fucking insane.
Yeah,
you
that's
can't
bad.
just take a tick out and go,
It's, yeah.
Just
him
fucking-
picking his nails, going like, anyway, so what
yeah,
do you,
no, it's fucking gross. I was like,
what are you thinking about?
that's horrible.
Yeah, that's gross.
That's so gross.
Yeah, I
just
think
taking out ticks and leaving them places you don't even remember.
Yeah, especially.
Madness.
I mean, you squashed a bug on your wall and left it.
Still there.
Still there.
Mm-hmm.
Along with a couple of dead ticks in the carpet.
Yeah, well, apparently.
What a lovely house you have. I'm glad you're a homeowner now. What a
Yeah, I
fucking-
know. Yeah, it's going to be great. And I'm glad.
Oh, I like your
Ailey's
carpet.
taken-
Oh, it's not carpet. That's 9,000 dead bugs.
Although I also realised I've got a bit of dad energy about me.
Uh-huh.
So me and
I'd say
Ailey were.
fun uncle.
No, well, to be fair, the story I'm about to tell has absolutely nothing about being a father. It's just a man of that age.
It's an
vibe.
energy. Yeah.
It's a man of that age vibe.
Yeah.
So me and Ailey were in next the new big next that's in Livingston, and there's like a really big home section,
Mm-hmm.
and we're walking around looking at all the stuff that we frankly just can't afford to get, and we're like, that's good. again, no.
Yeah.
That's good. Oh, maybe if we
You wanna
save
go
for
to
10 years.
B&M or something like
B&M, The Range, TK Maxx, that's our fucking, that's our alley.
That's your place.
So we're walking around next day, but pretending we're different people. And we see this like side table that we both just, look at all this fucking storage. Look at all the fucking, all the things we could put in that. And we both loved it, and it went with our aesthetic and like her theme or whatever. And it was, I'm just trying to remember, I think it was...
It's funny the themes people have for rooms. Like, so often a bathroom has like a seaside theme.
Yeah.
There's shells and shit in there.
That's weird. That is weird.
A picture of a boat. You're like, what?
Yeah.
What do you? Why?
Lots of like rope.
It's like, there's always bits of that, and you're like, what? Because there's a bit
weird
water
pebbles,
in here. We've just went. This is the seaside. Wow.
I wouldn't even say there's necessarily that much water.
Nah.
It's just a shower or a bath, and then
This
tap.
is the wet room, and let's have some sand.
See, when you stay in like a really, really nice hotel, and the whole bathroom's just a wet room, that to me is, I'm like, upper class. This is.
You
nice.
think that's luxury?
I do. I really
Just like
do.
no base on the shower. It just goes. It's all flat. You
love
like
it,
that?
love it, love it, love it.
I'm
like a granny shower, but nice.
Yeah.
Like without the handrail
And like
for them to stand.
weirdly, a bath with feet is quite posh instead of just a bath.
A bath with feet.
Yeah, like you see.
Oh,
like,
you mean
a
like the
standalone
bowl
bath.
and then like the other two little metal things? Yeah,
It's all opposite, innit?
Yeah,
Poshness.
it is. Yeah. Posh people have
Flat
really small TVs.
Shower, yes.
Yep.
Flat shower, bath on feet.
Mm-hmm.
Cats that bark.
Yeah. It's all backwards.
Wow, posh.
So we're
If I
walking
see a
around.
cat, it goes woof. I'm like,
Oh,
la
fucking-
dee da.
Where are you from?
Woof woof, my good man.
So we're walking around next. We see this side table. We both love it. But I think I'm trying to remember, and I'm trying to also keep it honest and truthful. I believe it to be about £650.
What for a side table?
Nice side
For beside a bed?
From a side table. No, for like the living room.
Right.
It's
okay.
that thing we walked past in there. So it's quite
I
long.
didn't see it.
So it was like £600, and we immediately went, yeah, well, no.
Yeah.
And then as we were just kept walking around the store, we went to like the front of the store, and we saw the side table again at the front of the store.
Yeah.
And it had just like X display,
Oh,
£250.
Yeah, that's good value.
And I went, we're getting this in the car today, love.
Yeah.
Daddy's fucking buying this because that's a steal. The thing we liked, it's like fucking £400 less.
That's it's good value.
What? Just because it used to be a display, couple of tiny little bumps. Oh, I was
X-display models
my
get such
element.
fucking bad rap, don't they?
Well, not with me.
Like, we can't buy this
We
TV.
couldn't
It's X-display.
possibly, yeah.
People have been coming all over this.
I know. I honestly,
Nothing a little bit of bleach won't sort.
I loved it. I was so in my element.
I'm glad. I'm glad.
And
for
we
you.
fucking hooked it up and got it in the car that day, and I felt like a man.
You hooped it up.
Hoofed it.
You said hooped.
I'll go with you. I said hooped.
Yeah.
I said hooped. We
We
hooped it up and we hoofed it in the car.
Hey!
That's how small.
Kobe!
That's how small this side table is. That's also maybe why it's got all the dents in it, because people are just fucking
they've been
hooping it
hooping
around.
it, yeah.
But I loved that. Loved that. You know.
Yeah, good for you. Guys, I love getting a good deal.
Do you remember the last time you got like a wee steal on anything?
Um,
Also, what do you love to shop for? What do you...
I like electronics. And
Electronic stuff. Yeah. You're a gadget man.
I am a bit of a gadget man. I love
well, for sure.
stuff.
You walk into his house and he clacks his fingers and like lights and music start going on and stuff.
I feel like God, like Alexa, lights on. Let there be light. I am the Jesus here.
Is there anything right now? I am the Jesus here. That'd be great. If you walked into yours and went, I am Jesus, and lights went on.
You could do that. That's the thing. You could set up voice commands like
That's
that.
brilliant.
I'm
That
going to
is
do
good.
that. I might
there
just go
any-
let there be light, because that's the actual what God said.
Is there any piece of technology right now that you're eyeing up going, oh boy?
I really want the Oculus Quest thing.
Well, is that like the...
Yeah, but that's pure. Yeah, the VR thing. But that's
VR, that's the
pure.
thing,
Like, there's no need for me to have it. I probably will use it a lot. Well, I want some speakers, like a nice set of like old school like stand-in speakers.
Yeah.
To have with my record player.
Yeah. Beautiful.
But again, it's not urgent.
Yeah.
I'd far rather clear debt. In truth, I'd rather not be looking at my accounts going, Jesus fuck.
Yeah.
How do I get out of this? Stop spending money.
Yeah, true.
But Laura's got COVID. Had Harrison with me last night. So I did it because normally Laura gets up and takes him out, but I'm doing everything at the minute.
Of course,
because she's sick, you know.
Yep.
And he loves to get in your face. The second the alarm goes off, he knows, and he's like, there. He's like, hello, mate. It's time to live.
It's time to get up. I
and
heard
I'm like,
the alarm.
Yeah, no, I know. I went, can I have 10 more minutes? And he was like, all right. And he went to my feet.
Please tell me you actually did say that to him. Please.
I went, 10 more minutes.
Yeah, brilliant. I fucking love that. I love that.
I speak to him all the time.
Yeah, great. People that don't are the freaks, I think, and they're the weirdos. Yeah.
No, I agree.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he gave me my extra 10, and then I woke up,
no,
and he was at the door, and then he saw me stir a bit, and he was like, "Now," and I was like, "All right, mate, now." Okay, now.
It's like a kid at Christmas, isn't it? Yeah. Waking up at 6 a.m. Go, can we open a present? Just another hour, just 1 hour.
Yeah.
And then they hear you go to the toilet, and they're like, "Is it time?" No.
Yeah.
No.
He loves it. He's always about me.
Yeah,
just
that's
right
adorable. Though.
Oh
Adorable.
no, I like it as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, normally wouldn't sleep with the dog, but I thought I won't get up if he's
no
not
Laura.
there. If he's not there, saying I need to pee and eat, then I would just go. He's probably fine in that kitchen himself.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm a bit of a piece of shit in the morning. Is my thing. Bit of a
piece of shit.
Can't get going. I've been doing Wordle in bed when I wake up.
Do you do Wordle first thing in the morning? Yeah, I used to do it last thing before going to sleep, and that's why I fucking sucked at Wordle for a very long time.
I know.
So much of 5s and 6s. Because I'm drifting off to sleep, and I'm like, is it crayon? It's not even 5 letters.
Doing it in the morning with a coffee. I feel like, this is how
sophisticated. And
a
bit of a man about the world. Look at me doing my little Wordle with my cup of coffee before I start my day.
I know 5-letter words.
Yeah.
I did a gig the other day.
All right. Have you ever Googled in Wordle 5-letter words with YO in the middle? Have you ever done that?
Nah.
Me neither. Yep. So you doing a gig the other day?
I did it. You would just spoil it for yourself. The satisfaction of when you get.
I don't understand what you mean, and I don't understand what anyone means when they say stuff like that. You're only cheating yourself.
Well, what's the point in doing it if you're just
winning
up?
better
You're
than I
not
would
winning
have.
it. You're not winning. You're cheating.
I've enhanced myself.
That's the problem. You genuinely believe, you're like, look at me, how clever.
Mm-hmm.
How clever I am using this software.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's absolutely wicked.
I got
this in 2 because I Googled it.
I did a gig on Monday and there was 44 acts.
Yeah.
It's a lot, isn't it?
I love the concept.
But the show's great, but the audience started really dwindling towards the end, and there was a point where I think it was 2 minutes to midnight, and I went, by the time the next act is off stage, there will be a new Wordle, ladies and gentlemen. And I got a bit of a chuckle from going, fucking hell, we've been here a long time. Yeah. And then the next act went on, and then I solved Wordle. I did it in 2, which I was very pleased with.
At the gig?
Yeah.
Come on.
Whilst the act was on.
Yeah.
And I went up and I know I joked about Wordle. I was like, is anyone here a fan of Wordle? And they were like, yeah. And I went, all right, I just solved it. And I smiled at them and they were like, no, don't. And I went, no,
I'm not going to ruin it.
I might ruin it for you.
Oh, wow.
And they were like, please don't. The audience were begging. The ones that played were like, please don't.
People take it fucking serious, you know.
I went, no, come on now. I'll not do that. That wouldn't be very sweet of me.
Phenomenal. Yeah, great.
And they were great. No! And then I seen one person go on Wordle in the crowd.
It's sweet!
And then he held up his phone like that.
It's sweet!
He's telling the truth. He's lied to us. He's spoiled it for us.
Oh, that's fucking
He's not lying.
That's great.
To the panic. And then afterwards they were like, my Wordle group chat is upset with you. And I was like, oops.
What a 2022 problem. My Wordle WhatsApp's not very happy with you.
My mate only just heard about it 2 days ago.
Yeah, I'm very new to it. I think I've been probably playing for a couple of weeks, but it's still in
a couple of weeks though. He found 2 days ago,
2
and he was like,
days.
"You've mentioned this twice. What is it?" I went, "Wordle."
Yeah, I just saw it on Twitter. I just saw people post, and I didn't know what it was.
Squares and stuff.
I've never done that though. I've never done that. I've never posted.
I wouldn't post it on Twitter. Nah.
Don't like those.
Me and Laura send it to each other each morning, just so we know how we've done.
Yeah. Fair play.
Quite competitive with it.
Yeah, that's nice. No, you've got to have an element of competition to see who's better in the relationship.
Correct. Yes.
Who's thriving more?
Well, only one of us
the relationship
has COVID at the minute, so I'd say I'm winning.
This is another thing. Definitely should not be sharing this on the podcast, but fuck it. Yesterday was mine and Ailey's 3-year anniversary, right?
Oh.
And she said...
Did you have some calamari?
No. No, we stayed way clear of it. But we did go to the cinema.
Yes.
Surely to go see the Batman.
Yes.
No. Uncharted.
Oh, was it bad?
You know what? It was actually very good.
I've got
a
a free ticket to it.
I liked it. I really enjoyed it.
Because my mate gave me the game. He works for PlayStation.
Yeah.
He
Have you
gave me
played the games?
I played all of them, but he
Yeah.
gave me the PS5 remasters for free.
Yeah, cool.
And you get a free cinema ticket for Uncharted with it.
Yeah.
So I might go. I'm really upset. Did you play the games?
Yeah, I played the first 3.
I'm really upset that Mark Wahlberg flat out refused to have a mustache.
You almost struggled with that. Refused.
You should panic because I'm stroke age. So if stuff like that happens, you shouldn't laugh.
Oh my
you should
God.
go. Can you do this?
Podcast stop.
Put your 2 hands up, Gareth. What's your name? Do that. Don't just go, haha,
Fuck.
refuse.
The way you went, do that, was like, no, seriously though, you really should do that.
I'm concerned about my health.
From now on, I will. But it is good.
Yeah, I'm going to go. Did you see Tom Holland said that he went undercover as a barman to prepare for the role?
He's always saying he goes undercover. He said he went undercover as like an American high school teenager.
What does he mean? He went to high school?
When he was in cast as Spider-Man, he said
just showed up to
some
school.
Sony meeting. He was like, "Wouldn't it be funny if like I went to an American high school for like a week?" And Sony were like, "That is a good idea." And then the first day, the girl that we sat next to just leaned over to on the first day and went, "Do you want to sound mad?" And she's like, "Yeah, what?" And he's like, "I'm Spider-Man." And she's like, "Who's this fucking weirdo?"
You're such a bad undercover person. And
then he's fucking Spider-Man.
Like I'm all for like people like learning about the role and stuff like that, and like really getting into the
Not
character.
acting though, really, is it?
It's not acting for a start, but like going to an American school and being a bartender are such small parts of those characters.
Yes.
Nathan Drake wasn't a bartender in the film. Like, it's a tiny part. And he went, I had to go and learn to be a bartender. No, you didn't. You're fucking Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
You're young Tomb Raider.
I think, and I could have got this wrong, but I think there was this cool little potential. It's not a spoiler.
Yeah.
But, I think the guy that voices
I have a text.
Oh, is it from...
Well, I mean...
Oh my God, imagine.
What else would a text be? Nobody texts people.
People text you.
Yeah, WhatsApp and stuff.
Oh my God.
NHS results.
Oh my God.
Dear Gareth Waugh.
If you're positive, this is going to be the fucking best thing.
Your PCR or other lab test result is negative.
Yes!
COVID don't want the smoke!
This is going to be incredible. We're going to finish the ep and I'm going to go, oh, that was a really good ep. And you're like, by the way, BT Dubs didn't want to derail the ep. Totally positive.
Didn't want to sound... Didn't want everyone going, he should have been there if he was positive.
Yeah, I panicked. I'm super positive. You should stay the fuck away. No, well done, mate.
Thank you. I don't think it wants to get me.
Yeah, you said that in our WhatsApp group last night going, I genuinely believe I am immune.
I do think that.
I thought that as well because
I shared a spoon.
Yeah, that's nothing though, is it?
Nah, it's nothing.
And also hate to dampen the celebrations.
Yeah.
I think it could still be like 4 days after, So.
Well, this is the thing. You said you and Ailey were like, oh, we'll just share a bed. And then she got it like a week later. Mm-hmm. Whereas if I don't get it and we've not shared a bed, then I've definitely done all the right things.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
I think we kind of made her, when Ailey went, fuck it, I don't think she was like, I'll share a bed with you. And then hopefully still not get it. I think she was just making her peace with getting it.
Well, the thing, I've got altitude at the end of the month.
Yeah, so of course you don't want to fuck that up.
I don't want to get it then.
No.
So technically it would be a good time to get it. However, solo show next week. I can't really miss out on that. That's a big deal. No. If I got it the 21st to 26th, perfect. Who cares?
But also Laura will be negative by that time.
Yeah.
So you'll know. I think altitude will definitely be safe. I do believe that.
I hope so, yeah.
I think you're good for that. Anyway, what were we saying? Uncharted. So we went to see Uncharted. That was what we did for our anniversary.
Why didn't you go see Batman?
Honestly, I think we both wanted to go see the Batman. We'd spoke about going to see the Batman, and then I watched the trailer for Uncharted and I went, oh, that looks good. And then he went, it looks way better than Batman. Fuck it.
Batman,
and plus, we're a couple of Marvel kids.
Great.
I think I'm going to love it. And I think that's, again, maybe a weird reason why I wanted to.
Straight into number 2 in Batman movies for me.
But I've seen people saying he's the best Batman as well, Pattinson. Which I can get. I can totally buy. Christian Bale's Batman was cringy.
It was a little bit. but Christian Bale's the one that's got the best. Like, he was also an excellent Bruce Wayne.
He was a very good Bruce Wayne.
In fact,
probably the best Wayne.
Yeah, I'd say the best Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
And like his Batman was iconic. It's funny now
cringe,
at the time.
A bit cringe.
Yeah, looking back now because it's like, where is she?
Yeah.
Oh, I was bored. Like everyone does the daft
Have a
voice.
fucking soothers.
Yeah,
Wayne.
yeah. But it was like at the time nobody really thought an awful lot of it.
Yeah,
It's only now we're like
That
was
is
a bit
true.
naff.
That is true.
Pattinson's Batman is fucking sensational. However, his Bruce Wayne is very lacking.
Really?
Really bad.
Wow, I
think it's really bad.
But his Batman's good.
Because Batman, I agree it could be the best.
Why don't we have Christian Bale play Bruce Wayne and Robin
Batman.
Pattinson? Because apparently we're never supposed to know. Like, everyone's just staring at Batman going, who the fuck is that guy?
Yeah. I mean, it's a bit insane.
I honestly think if you could get that just of me, you'd still know that's Mutchy, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I would.
You'd know anyone from a chin. It's not like he's. Oh, yeah, you're right. It's not like he's a fucking millionaire living in the city who's well known.
Yeah.
You'd know
like,
Bezos'
how does
chin.
Batman have all these gadgets? They must cost a fortune. He must. I mean, we're picking apart. Like, he's also, there's much more unbelievable stuff in all of that.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Like, yeah, but I think that it's a bit inside baseball, and sorry to spoil it for anyone, but
There's
like
a bit
it's
inside baseball.
Yeah, that's it. Inside baseball was.
Is that like a term? Sorry.
Yeah,
right.
it's
I thought
like
you
it's
meant
like too much chop. So like we were talking loads of comedy, and it's like
Talking
very
shop.
specific. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
that.
cool.
Apparently, because he's such a young Batman, he's like not really figured out that he needs Bruce and Batman need to kind of be separate. So
Right, okay.
maybe it'll be better in future movies.
Yeah,
I
and
don't
he's
know.
obviously gonna get loads.
He was a bit of a sad boy, though.
It looked well. That was it. He looked like he was walking around like a little goth emo kid from fucking
Yeah.
high school. That's
It
what
might
he
be
looked
better,
like.
though.
Hopefully. Anyway,
But
didn't
it
go
will.
see that. We watched one Uncharted trailer and we just dropped all of our excitement for the Batman. It's like, no, that though. And it was good. We enjoyed it. But then she'd made this whole song and dance about how she remembered the anniversary before me. And she said she had a whole thing planned. And then we kind of got to the end of the day and I was like, I've enjoyed it. Like, it's been a nice day and we got to spend time together. That's nice. But was the whole thing the cinema? Because that's not like a whole thing.
I thought I looked up listings.
Yeah, she was
I
like,
read
she was
reviews.
like, I planned a whole thing. That's what she said. And I was like, no, a whole thing would be like,
I went on this date first with Tom Holland disguised as you.
yeah, that would be a whole.
That is a whole thing.
That would be a whole thing.
I'd go as far to say that's a rigmarole.
So I didn't like that. So then, as we were talking about Wordle winning the relationship, I thought, I'm gonna win the relationship today, and I booked us tickets to go see what's it called? Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, the play.
Oh yeah,
down in London.
I've heard that's good. People are like, there's actual magic in it.
Yeah. Well, for the price I paid for these tickets, I'd fucking hope there was.
Yeah.
Gareth. Oh Christ, yeah.
Yeah.
And as I was doing it, I was literally going, "Oh, there's a lot of money,
Yeah.
but I will definitely win the day."
Yeah.
If I do this. Did it, and then they give you like a little video, and I sent it to her being like, you're going to the Cursed Child, and she lost her shit, and I was like, yeah, no money well
I had
spent.
a whole
to win,
thing planned.
yeah, and I said
love
that to her
win.
in bed right at the end. I went, so I actually had a whole thing planned.
Yeah.
Spur of the moment. Like 11:45.
Yeah.
I could win if I do this.
Yeah. I sent.
Is that bad? I see my relationship as a
No, I think most people do.
winnable loser.
Yeah, it is that.
Good.
Yeah, of course it is. Like, I sent Laura flowers to her work on Valentine's Day. And by the way,
Nice.
fuck florists. Genuinely. 60
Never dealt with a
fucking
florist.
quid
60?
for flowers on
60?
Valentine's. Yes. Too much. It's a flower. You can go out there and get them.
Yeah.
Boop, there we go. Got one.
And you rocking up with one flower, arguably
In my teeth.
Yeah.
Singing.
Although sending it to the office as well, I like that. That's a nice.
Well, I did it because
Nice
I wanted
touch.
to embarrass her. I wanted her to be like, oh my God, like happy birthday.
Yeah, like Ross from Friends that sends the
Yeah.
barbershop kit.
Yeah, all that.
Gareth loves you very much, very much.
It didn't work out. There was nobody in the office apart from her, so she just got it.
gutted.
And then, I got was a card, and I was like, well, I won
I win
Valentine's
this.
Day.
I win.
She's like, yeah, you're
the day.
supposed to win Valentine's Day. And I was like, what? And she was like, you're the guy. She's quite old school with that.
Yeah.
She's like, you're supposed to win it. You're not to get flowers. And I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, fair enough.
Also, what would you do with flowers? I'd hate to receive flowers.
Yeah, me too.
I'd
They just
be
die
like,
straight
yeah,
away.
they would die super quick.
I'd like a house plant.
Really?
I don't look after them well.
What's
I look at houses with loads of plants and I go, God, that's living.
Really?
Yeah.
That surprised me. I didn't think a
not
gadget
got-
man would also love leaves.
I've not got the organisation to look after all these plants.
No, me neither. It would be dead in 50 minutes. I would look at it and go, God, you look good now. It's a shame I will never care
Shame
for
you're
you.
going to die real fast.
Mm-hmm.
That was another thing, speaking of plants and like themed rooms. Lately, I've seen a lot of bathrooms with like a jungle theme. Like the wallpaper's all like floral and jungle.
Which goes against the seaside theme. The seaside theme, I was right there with
Why
you.
are they
Lots
just
of
picking
pebbles, bits of rope.
Terrains for the bathroom.
People are fucking odd, man.
Yeah, we went with a mountain skate.
Yeah.
One. Oh, what?
So again, I suppose maybe like a babbling brook. Like a little fucking... I'm okay.
Okay.
I'm Gareth Mutch, I'm
I'm
alive.
to keep checking. I'm Gareth 1 and I'm alive. First of all, fuck you, Gareth 1. Gareth 1?
No, I said Gareth Mutch.
Right.
I'm Gareth 1.
I heard Gareth 1.
I'm Gareth 1 and I'm alive.
Yeah. Gareth 1. Somebody thinks a lot of themselves.
Someone at the stand the other night said, "What's your name?" And I was like, "Oh, it's Gareth." And they were like, "Oh, I'll just call you Gareth 2 because you're not my favourite Gareth." And I went, "Well, you can go fuck yourself."
Wow, what are the staff?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I think it was his name Gary?
Oh, yeah. I like Gary.
I've started calling him Ryan just to go, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Well, hello, staff.
But yeah, I have no idea whether fucking people are theming their bathrooms. Again, it's kind of like the wedding. I've just let Ailey do
Do you have a
everything.
wedding theme?
Green.
Green?
Yeah, sage.
That's a very surprise.
I'm hearing a lot.
Sage.
I'm hearing that word a lot.
Bitches love sage.
Bitches be loving the sage.
Listen, I am
She
a
just
feminist.
shows me all the time. She shows me all the time.
I'm a feminist to a point.
Yeah. I'm a feminist with limits.
Yeah. I can't help it. I'm much better than the person I should be. I was raised where you would call the corner shop something else, Chinese something else. I was raised with some homophobic views, like Catholic. I've ended up pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes I'll hang out with mates that I grew up with, and I go, Jesus, fuck.
I'm the same. I am the same.
What is that? So I am a better person, but because we're on a left side of things, we're not quite left enough. So I'll say some, like the other month, somebody was talking about their baby, and I went, "Do you know the sex?" And they went, "No." And I went, "Do you not want to know? So you can buy like blue stuff or pink stuff." And they went, "What are you talking about?" And it was venom.
Yes.
And I went, what do you mean? And they were like, "It's fucking almost impossible to get gendered stuff for a baby now, you horse cunt."
I have.
And I was like, "Horse cunt?" They're like, "You ginger bitch, asshole."
I love you right now. I'm lightheaded with it. I had the exact same conversation with Ailey with our hypothetical baby. I went, "Well, you need to know because you need to know what you're going to fucking paint the rooms up." Ailey had the exact same thing. "What the fuck are you talking about? Would we blue for a boy?" And I was like, "Well, yeah."
It's insane.
Like a
isn't
theme, I guess.
Like, I'm trying to be good.
Yeah, I know. Do you know when I throw all of it out? If I'm in the real world, I try my best to just be empathy.
Yes.
The one time I throw all of it out is if there's an element of competition. If there's like sports or whatever, like any sort of game, I'll get rid of all that and I will call you a dirty fucking whore bag if I think it gets me a bit of a psychological advantage.
Oh man,
I'm very competitive, like to the point where it's it ruins the game eventually.
I bet. But
inevitably it always ruins
venom
the day.
For me, just not knowing that. I've never had children.
I know.
I don't know. That's
no,
what
it's
it used
better
to be.
to plan. It is better to plan.
I've never really. I don't even.
You
really
are right.
Speak to people with children an awful lot.
Awful, yeah. It's not an evil opinion either, is it?
Get the fuck out of my face! And I was like, what?
It's hardly an evil opinion. I'm with you. I would be the
felt
same.
like that,
it's
though.
better to plan and theme the room.
And
what would the theme be, you fucking piece of shit? What if it's not a fucking boy and a girl?
And also, that's not the way to correct
should babies be born? Should we be having genderless babies off the thing? Should we see a cock and ignore it? Should we be doing that? I don't think we should. I think we should see a cock and go, well, boy, then.
You're losing me a little here.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah. Comedy podcast. I don't mean that.
No, but I agree, and that's I'm a bit there. But like
we have to wait for him or they to say this means nothing.
But the point I was going to make was
I've tried to jump in and get their head of it, and I've made things worse.
Yeah, you're like, and Asian people can't drive. No,
Chaps, I is the medical term. Sorry.
No. What I was thinking was, like, it's no wonder the right just go, no, fuck off, and then get defensive, and that becomes their... Because I was like, oh, right, to just go come flat out and attack somebody like that.
Extremes on both sides are fucking
instead of going,
really bad.
Oh, well, actually, it's quite hard to get gendered stuff now. Like, it's quite old-fashioned getting, like, blue for boys, pink for girls. Where it's mostly, like, yellows and neutral.
I've learned.
Yeah, instead of going, you fucking
You backwards-minded fucking dinosaur.
baby Hitler bitch.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Oh,
yeah.
should we just fucking throw them in a canal if they have Down syndrome? No, I didn't say any of that. I was just saying, like, wouldn't it be nice to plan? It's an organisation.
It would be.
Oh, you fucking... I bet you think women shouldn't vote. None of that. None of
just
that.
think if it's a boy, it would be
I
nicer
hope you
to
die. You should kill yourself.
It would be nicer to know. We're not wrong.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about this a lot. And again, it's almost like in my head, I'm like, this, it could be a good stand-up routine. And I think I'm definitely in the position to be doing it. But I just haven't been able to find the humour in it yet. Why do you think there are no male, or at least to my knowledge, there are no really strong male body positivity people in, like, it's kicking about, like, Instagram?
I think there is.
Is there?
I think so.
Well, I haven't seen them, and they would be getting marketed to me, let's face it. I would be on that shit.
I think just all body positivity. I don't think you need to have male or female. I think
It's a very female game, body positivity, which is
but
great.
I'm sure they're talking to everyone. Not just...
Right?
Yeah, yes, I think, yes.
See, I don't know. I really don't know. Like when
And I
Liz...
think women are judged more stringently on their bodies, and their beauty standard is far more unachievable
and
than
has
men's.
been for longer. There's been
Yeah.
a history of it and stuff as well, of course. But like, you know, like for example, someone like Jonah Hill. Jonah Hill's obviously went through a fucking whole wave of emotion with his...
I think it's just a smaller percentage of men that would have that issue, which is why there's less visibility.
Basically, the reason I bring it up is because the other day I saw this post on someone that I follow on Instagram, a friend of mine, and she put up this post, and it was her fucking sharing her body,
Yeah.
and she looked great, and the amount, like again, just the amount of love and outpour of love and support was genuinely a thing that I looked at and was like, that's a fucking great thing. And I was like, see if I did that exact same photo, I'd be getting personal messages to me going, why the fuck have you posted that on Instagram, you
I don't...
goblin man?
You have done that.
Yeah, but they were very comedic.
Yeah, but you got lots of nice positive messages.
Yeah,
And
dude.
I can't remember. Somebody does a joke that was, and somebody told me about it
Are you talking about the Bieber?
second hand. Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
But somebody told me a joke that somebody does, which is if men had the equivalent of the bikini picture, there would be far less podcasts in the world. Because like a girl puts a bikini picture,
that.
everyone's like, oh, you look amazing, flame
yeah.
emojis and all that.
I guess that's
Whereas
what it
we
was.
don't have that, so we come on and talk about stuff.
You know what? I guess
and we get our validation here.
if I'm opening up my little fucking honest box in here, I reckon that's probably what it was. I looked at that picture and I went, I'd like to post my fat body and get love.
Yeah, you probably would.
I wouldn't,
You
Gareth.
should do it.
I saw a little.
I'm not giving you love.
And you know the people in our lives. Do you think Ross Leslie's coming with love? Ross Leslie probably would.
Yeah.
He probably would.
What a
First
fucking,
like as well.
What a horrible person to just attack out of the blue. You think a bitch Ross Leslie would do shit? I'll tell you, it would be fucking silent on the whole thing. The Dalai Lama. That bald bitch.
Casual comparing Ross Leslie to the Dalai.
Well, you know, they look similar.
Just nice guys. Famously, the Dalai Lama, just a nice guy.
They fucking
Nice
put
bloke.
Ross Leslie in an orange curtain.
And he
He's the-
would be
he's
a
the-
white Dalai.
Yeah. The Fife Dalai, they call him.
Here's another thing that I remembered, going way off piste here. But I remember I told you this story years ago, and we found it quite funny and interesting at the time. Have you ever been in a room with a really famous person, and then you all play the game of let's pretend none of us know who that is?
This. Yeah, it's so
Even
good.
them. Like, so for me, it was Graham Norton. And there was three comics back there. I think it was me and Carl Hutchinson, and we were just geeking out on wrestling. And we're just chatting wrestlers. Well, I think he's going to go for it this way. I think he's in line for a title opportunity. And then Graham Norton walked in and immediately was like, so I think I might do this in my set tonight. Like, I'm just immediately like trying to be professional. And we
Was
all...
it Gary? Graham. This is Graham.
And we all played a little game. All three of us, me, Carl, and Graham, all played a little game going, let's pretend that's not Graham Norton.
Yeah, of course.
Even Graham himself. It was the most awkward thing. Have you ever had an experience like that?
Yeah. I was sitting in one of the artist bars in the Fringe. I was on my own. Sloss came to meet me. And then he's like, do you want a drink? And then he leans in and goes, that's fucking Dick and Dom sat next to you. And then I was like, I went, what? He went, have a look. He went, I'll have a gin and tonic. And so he went away, and I looked at him and went, fucking hell, that's Dick and Dom. And then Sloss sits opposite me, and the two of us are like, we really want to speak to Dick and Dom.
Yeah.
Big time.
It's a weird one, Dick and Dom. But, I like Dick and Dom as well.
Man, I loved them. That was like a big part of my childhood.
Did you say they're famous, though?
No, but it's a weird one to gush over. Sure.
Yeah.
And then we sat, and then I was like, what the fuck? And he texted me going, Brett's putting on their show. So Brett is somebody we know within comedy. Okay, my agent, I guess we call him.
We've already spoken about Brett as well.
And so I text him going, fucking Dick and Dom sat next to us. Please introduce me and Daniel to him. And then he came in and he was like, boys, I want you to meet Daniel and Gareth. And we're like, oh, hey. We sat and drank with him. And that's...
Really big fan of the Bogies game. We played it at school.
That same week... Oh, God, what is his fucking name? Joe something. He was in Game of Thrones. Oh. No, he was in Game of Thrones and Skins. Joe Mick. Oh, God, it's right on the tip of my tongue.
I'm not going to get it.
From Game of Thrones.
Skins.
It is Joe Dempsey.
Who the fuck is Joe Dempsey? Show me this guy.
So, there you go, Joe Dempsey.
He was,
He was Gendry in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
But he was also in Skins.
Yeah.
Me and Daniel seen him, and we were like, "That's fucking Gendry from Game of Thrones." And Game of Thrones was still going on at the time; it was huge, and we were like, "Fucking please, let's get a photo with him."
Yeah.
And he was like, "What do we do?" And I went, "Okay, I'll think of something." And I went to the toilet and came back, and he was gone. And I went, "Fuck,
shit,
fuck!" But 3 minutes later, he starts coming down the stairs, and I was like, "Holy shit, there he is!"
God, just go for it.
I went in my head. I went, "Everyone's gonna go, man! I fucking love Gendry. That's sick." I went, I'm going to get him on something else.
Yeah.
So he came down and I was like, Joe, sorry, I just wanted to say, huge fan, love you in Skins. I've never seen Skins.
Yeah.
I've never seen
of course.
Skins.
But just, that's
and he was like, oh, thanks so much, man. He was like, people never say Skins. And I was like, don't they? That's so weird.
That surprises me.
Because I love Skins so much. I think Skins is great.
Just like trying not to say the character name because obviously you have no fucking clue.
Not a clue. What's your favourite part of Skins? Oh,
just, the
skin.
The skin guy.
Yeah. I like the skin doctor when he fixes you all up. That's great. Wait, cigarette skins? Is it drugs?
It's kids, it's youth culture, it's probably the drugs.
So then Daniel takes he's like tags in and he was like, all right, and then we're chatting and then he goes, oh, I recognise you to Daniel. And I was like, brilliant, here we go. They're going to have a little famous love each other. And then he was like, and what do you do? I was like, I'm a stand-up as well. And Daniel was like, oh, it's so funny. And I was like, thanks, Daniel, you've got me in. And we started chatting to him for a bit. And then he's like, just being lovely. He's like, I'm up to seeing a few plays and stuff, but I want to check out some stand-up as well. So let us know about your shows.
No.
He didn't come to the show. Or if he did, I don't know about it.
You didn't chat to you.
And then we got a photo with him, and till to this day, I'm like, that's a fucking good photo.
How do you deal with the whole photo thing? Because you have to judge it. I have my own little rule: is if we're working together, shouldn't.
I kind of think that as well, but at the same time, most people are shameless about it. It's not even something you should have shame about as well. To be fair, because I was dead nervous.
How would you feel? If someone approached you,
happy.
Like the few times it's happened, I felt bloody lovely about it, and it is a nice thing. I suppose once you get like a different level of fame, it's like, all right, fucking, how many times am I gonna fucking be doing photos?
But today? I think it's different again if you're, especially if, like, say we got large, and large is not the word. If we got big,
and
XL. If we just got huge, and people want to take photos, hey, you big fat monster, can I get a photo of you and my kid? Let me put my kid in for scale, you big beast.
And just you know how fat you are, like how far back they have to walk to get you in the.
Do you want me to? You want me to take my belly out of the wheelbarrow, or do you want that still in the photo? Nah, keep it in, you big fucking.
It's real. Go with the wheelbarrow. Go with the wheelbarrow.
Maybe like we could have a photo of my kid, like pretending to hold up your belly. I'd be fine with it.
Let's see how much of the kid we can get up there.
Yeah. Oh, I've lost 4 kids that way. 4 children are still inside me.
One goes up, another one comes out. I've been in there a week.
We just went, why is there no male body positive people?
Yeah,
And we're going,
exactly.
imagine there was a big fat guy that folk wanted
I know.
We fucked it already.
Yeah.
But yeah, when I spoke to John Bishop, I was really nervous about asking for a photo because I was like, oh God, I don't want to sound lame.
Yeah.
But I do want a photo,
Yeah.
and my mum would fucking kill me if I didn't get one.
Yes.
She loves all that.
Mm-hmm.
So he asked for a photo with me first.
Yeah.
And I was like, fan? And he was like, no, we'll get one with all the sports. And I was like, I know.
That's yeah.
And I went, well, if you're doing it, I don't
Clearly
feel
a little joke there, John.
Yeah. So then I was like, well, if you're getting it, I don't feel so bad if you could get one of mine as well. And he was like, yeah, of course. But yeah, it's totally fine. I always, at the end of Fringe shows, and I mean, I'm nowhere near that level of fame, but every Fringe show I go, I'm going to be at this bar for like half an hour after the show. If you want to come chat or get a photo, anything like that, more than happy to. And I've met loads of cool people doing that.
Yeah, 100%. For me, it's so anytime I've done a Fringe show, I'd always I'd end the show by walking off stage and going to the door, not to be like, here I am. I want to thank them.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's genuinely because if we do a weekend show, whatever, odds on they've just left going night off comedy at this place, and we've been booked. But if someone's sought you out, I don't ever want to lose that. I want to thank everyone that's fucking ever paid to come and see me. I think it's just I thank you, and I want them to know I'm grateful. And I've seen people when I've been on stage that are clearly not enjoying what I'm doing. Clearly not fans.
Yeah.
And I'm still there going, I know that wasn't for you, but thanks.
Yeah, exactly.
You came and you took a risk. I appreciate it. Yeah. It's totally nice to do. I remember I was hosting a thing at the Stand, and Dylan Moran was like this, I think it might have been a Red Raw, did this surprise spot, and it was really quite nice, and I really quite enjoyed it, how 3 or 4 different people that night came up to me being like, I'm fucking never going to do this, and I'm way too scared, but could you ask Dylan for a photo with me for me?
Yeah.
So then I got to do
would you pull my mate?
Yeah.
Do you mind taking a photo with him?
Yeah, so it was kind of a nice little moment. I was
Imagine
like, hey Dylan, man, great. He did. I was like, hey Dylan, great job,
He
man.
did?
Yeah. I was like, listen, a bit of an awkward one, but a couple of the guys on the bill, they're really excited you here, they're really big fans, and they've asked me to ask you for if they can get a photo. Would that be all right? And he went, tell them no, but tell them I will stay and have a glass of wine and I'll chat to them. I think that's better. And I was like,
that is better.
And I was like, you know what? I think they'll fucking love that. So I walked in and I was like, he said no to the photo. And one guy just went, oh, fucking damn it. Fuck off. And I went, but he said he will stay around and chat to you.
Yeah.
Which is way more valuable for a bunch of new comedians.
Oh, totally.
And he did, and he was there for about fucking 40 minutes.
I don't know where this has crept into me, this being a bit embarrassed about asking for photos, because when I started working at the Comedy Store, I used to do it with the headliners, and when I started out, I was like, I'm always going to get photos and documents and stuff like that. And I don't know if something's happened where now I'm like, nobody cares about any of that, just shut up, keep quiet about your wee sad fucking life. I don't know what's happened.
Yeah, no idea.
It's something like that. It's
a totally normal thing to do. They would not like it as well. 9 times out of 10 they would go, yeah, of course, because it's nothing.
Yeah.
And then also, yeah, exactly, the whole there's a whole level of importance with social media for us of you should be able to go, look at who I was fucking working with this weekend.
Yeah.
And that, and then people go, fucking hell, Gareth's either doing well, we should go check him out, or more just justification of, that Gareth Waugh kid that we went to see at the Fringe really is making moves.
Maybe
That's
it's
nice.
even also pretending, because that is social media, isn't it? Just pretending things are better than they are.
That is
maybe that's it's a level
but
of
there's
deceit.
a different level, but then overall that's what social media is, of let's make my life look fucking perfect.
Yeah.
But then with us as well, there is a genuine promotional tool behind it.
Do you know what the other thing is? And I know it's such a criticism of Facebook, oh, don't worry, that's just their perfect little life.
Yeah.
If you did have the balance and you posted bad stuff as well, and so people were like, I'm going to start posting bad stuff, so people don't feel bad and jealous of my life.
Yeah.
People would be so concerned if you were like, I had a panic attack today.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. No, just nothing in for dinner, so I just had 3 fish fingers and a crumpet.
What I think,
go, it's Gareth okay?
I don't even know if I'd go to Is Gareth okay. I'd go to, oh fucking hell, Waugh, man. I'm just trying to scroll you and you're depressing everyone the fuck out.
Oh, you'd go selfish.
I think I would. I'd go,
Wow.
oh Jesus, man. I'm just having a little scroll with my fucking.
Good to know what kind
croissant.
of friend you are.
If it was you, I'd message you. Go do this.
Yeah.
Put your arms up.
For the listeners,
Who's the
Gareth
president?
held up his hands in case one of us was having a stroke. Wait, that doesn't work.
Yeah, it
Like,
doesn't.
are you having a stroke? Oh no, I can lift my hands up, so you
Is that
must
the
be
test?
fine.
Is that the test?